Okay, so now let us discuss fundamental analysis and see how it pans out with respect to quantitative analysis. So a lot of traders who actually are trading or day trading, okay, they will probably not be able to make full use of fundamental analysis because of the time span, right? So fundamental analysis actually deals with what is the perceived value of a particular asset. So if you think if based on your analysis you think that stocks of a particular company are trading less than they should be trading at, then you will actually go and buy them. And how will you reach that conclusion? You will actually take the balance sheet, you will analyze different numbers, you will look at the management of the company, you will do different sorts of analysis, and then you will make a decision. But thing with fundamental analysis is that it is primarily used for long-term investing rather than say like a very short horizon trading such as intraday trading. Okay. Also fundamentals change very slowly. So for example, if you take stocks, the earnings are released every quarter, which is like every 3 months, right? And for a day trader who is looking to get some money out of the markets on a day-to-day basis, it can be quite tricky, right? Secondly, a lot of times we get these numbers, say GDP numbers, inflation numbers, right? And for that matter, say uh, there are different events, geopolitical events, as well as say election results and all these things. Um, and the reactions of market to all these events is not easily predictable. So a lot of professional traders, if you talk to, um, will tell you that in that case, they are usually flat. Say like when election results are announced or some important bill is passing in the parliament, and if it's going to have a lot of impact on the markets, in that case a lot of people will stay away from the market and have flat positions, which is no positions, right? So there's an age old adage in the markets which says, if in doubt, stay out. So a lot of professional and institutional traders will not trade in those kinds of moves which are driven by fundamental news. Okay, so then, but you can make a quantitative model which is actually fed with some form of fundamental information or data, right? So in that way, you can augment your fundamental analysis with your quantitative analysis, or vice versa, your quantitative analysis with your fundamental analysis. For example, if you ask a fundamental analyst to rank order stocks in a particular sector and then use those rankings as a variable in your quantitative model, what you have done is basically you have used the power of both fundamental analysis as well as quantitative analysis. So there's always such things that you can do. Okay, so we are living in 2019, and you know that there has been great advance in the fields of, say, uh, artificial intelligence, machine learning, etc. So a lot of these big companies such as Bloomberg and Reuters, which actually release financial data and provide other services, they have started giving the news in a machine readable format, right? Machine readable format is that format which can be instantly used by an algorithmic trading strategy. Okay, it can be easily understood by machines or computers, and based on which they can actually do trades very, very quickly, right? So this is also another example where fundamental and quantitative come together, right? So over here, what I have got is basically a landscape of strategies, and you can see that there are some quant strategies, technical strategies, and fundamental strategies, right? And what we have seen over the past 5-10 minutes is that how we can augment the technical and fundamental strategies with the power of quantitative trading, right? But quantitative quantitative trading itself also offers a lot of strategies which have nothing to do with technical or fundamental analysis. For example, pairs trading or statistical arbitrage is one such strategy where you actually compare two correlated or co-integrated financial instruments and trade the spread between them, right? So there are so many other strategies in the quant domain which open up to you, or rather you open up to them when you adopt quantitative trading.